My presentation topic is yeast and mold counts. First of all, introduction. Yeast and molds are two different forms of naturally occurring fungi present in the environment. Manageable amount of fungi that pose no problems are present on healthy plants. However, when conditions are ripe, fungal growth can quickly get out of control, causing a health risk. Fungi cannot be eliminated from growing plant, so carefully managing their level and preventing uncontrolled fungal growth is important. The most common contaminants are yeast and mold because they occur naturally on plants in low levels. However, if they are allowed to grow unchecked, they can lead to a failed total yeast and mold count TYMC test. Understanding the cause of contamination and the best prevention practice will help keep your facility and product clean. Now, common reason that lead to increase the yeast and mold. Often fungal contamination in your operation can be traced to a specific source such as standing water, dead plant materials, contamination from outside source or improper drying and curing. Poor cleaning practice and improper air purification and flow are also common source of increased fungal growth. What can I did if my sample are not passing microbial testing? AORMS labs provide environmental consulting to help identify the source of contamination to get your operation back on track. The expert microbiologist will work directly with you to identify the mitigate likely source of the contamination. What are some specific practices I can use to prevent yeast and mold growth? Isolating your growing, trimming, and curing areas is crucial first step since yeast and mold can thrive on the harvested or dead plants. Establish strict disinfection practices and protocols. Use disinfectants that eliminate fungal spores such as quaternary ammonium compound, chlorine dioxide, or freshly prepared 10% bleach to clean tool, work and growing areas. Be sure to have a positive airflow in your drying and curing areas. The air should be blowing out of these rooms to prevent external source of fungi from being sucked into the room. Use HEPA filter on air intake and vacuum to remove fungal spores from the environment. Vacuuming rather than sweeping is important to prevent spreading of spores. Be sure to regularly change your HEPA filters. Removing dead plant material from your facility is important since it provides a platform for increased fungal growth. Use an air purification system that incorporates ultraviolet light and HEPA filters. Also be sure to regularly clean and maintain your HVAC units. How do total yeast and mold count works? Total yeast and mold TYMC are used to detect and quantify the amount of fungal growth on the plant material and allow for identification of viable yeast and mold species present. The amount of fungi is reported as the number of colony forming units CFUs and the current maximum CFUs limit allowed by the state of Colorado is less than 10,000 CFUs. Agar plate are used to determine the number of colony forming units CFUs in TYMC test. Plate showing approx 2100 CFUs. This sample would pass according to the current Colorado rules. Plate showing approx 13,000 CFUs. This sample would fail according to the current Colorado status. Best grow practices. Control the humidity and temperature. Use HEPA filters. Eliminate items that can hold moisture and remove any standing water. Use a spraying regimens to control the fungal growth. Use a 10% by volume freshly prepared bleach solution to disinfect surface. Regularly use 70% isopropyl alcohol for the cleaning work areas and tools. curing room practices. Completely isolate these areas from the other parts of the operation. Remove a cardboard, upholstered furniture and unfinished wood. Seal crack in floor walls and windows. Maintain a positive air pressure. Use HEPA filters. Control SS and foot traffic. Follow the regular decontamination schedules. Use 70% isopropyl alcohol for cleaning work areas. Culture media to determine the TYMC, where provides the wide range of the media for the enrichment, isolation and enumeration of yeast and mold and for the preparation of the TYMC test. The total yeast and mold count, where uniquely granuated culture media are both convenient and safe. They meet to the highly industry performance standard that ISO 11133 is to plates. When used in the lab, the granuated media cause significantly less dust than powdered ones. That leads to the less inhalation of the hazardous media component that cause allergic responses. It also minimizes the contamination of work environment. All mixed media are quality controlled according to the distinct standard. They are guaranteeing the consistent high quality of our products. And last one is the conclusion. The vast majority of the mold and yeast present in the environment are indeed harmless and even useful to humans. Some fungi are used commercially in production of fermented food, industry alcohol, biodegradation of waste material, and the production of antibiotics and enzymes such as penicillin and protease. Thank you.